Okay, so it's actually a funny coincidence that it's Guitar Month at Sweetwater, and what's funny is I've actually wanted to get a amp for my studio. Even though I'm not a guitar player first, I actually think it's really, really valuable as a person who has a home studio and makes music to have a guitar amp. So when I was talking to Sweetwater last month, I was really trying to figure out a good amp that I could get for my studio. And my friend Steve, who is a guitar and guitar amp collector, was talking to me about how he loves small low watt tube amp combos. And sure enough, this Supro came up, and another friend of mine, coincidentally, Sam Hunter, just bought 2 of these and used them at a show I was at. So I was like, yes, go with those. I trust Sam, I trust Steve. I am a big fan of using other people's expertise, especially if they're better and more knowledgeable than me. So I went with the Supro 64 reverb 5-watt tube combo reverb. I've had it for a few weeks and I've been able to use it on this project that I'm working on, and actually get to try it out on a few different instruments. So what I love about it is it's very, very simple, and I just love things that are almost impossible to screw up. So first you have your gain switch on the front, your front end gain. You have your EQ, your bass and treble. You have your reverb for the reverb, and then you have your master, which is the master output. And I'm a big fan of having a front end gain and then basically a output level. As an engineer, I also love that on mic pre's, being able to push the pre a little harder and control your output gain or input level from the device and find that magical spot on whatever it is that you're trying to get. Same thing with this amp. I actually used to have an amp that lived here that I bought in, I don't know, 2013 or something. It was another combo amp, and I sold it because I was booking a lot of session guitar players who would just bring their own rig, and I thought, I could sell that, buy another thing for my desk, and I haven't had one since, and man, I've missed it as just a writing tool, as a creative studio tool. I think that's where it becomes most valuable to me personally. Yeah, I love playing guitar and using it to produce music and find sounds and find parts and stuff because I'm familiar with guitar. But I also love being able to run keyboard through it. I'm a big fan of the vintage keyboards like the Wurlitzer and the Rhodes and older synths, and I personally love taking those sounds and running them through cabinets or amplifiers and pedals. So I had just added this pedal wall, and the way my studio is set up is I have this keyboard right here, and then I can walk over to the wall and there's another keyboard there. So I can, and they're both connected live through the same channels. So I can control it there and tweak the pedals and tweak the amp while I'm playing, which is amazing. Being able to use the amp as a speaker for VSTs, I literally can pull up a VST on my computer like Analog Lab and set the output going to a reamp box in through all my pedals to the amp, put a mic in front of it or two mics in front of it, and record a classic whirly sound or a Rhodes sound. And it's just so much more fun. Or I could just play coming through some crazy stuff in my pedal chain out of an amplifier with no latency. So thank you, Sweetwater, for sponsoring the video, helping me upgrade my guitar rig. This is a really cool amp. If you guys want to pick one up, I put a link to it, as well as other gear that I'm using in this video and all my other stuff down in the description. If you guys like this video, hit the like button for the YouTube algorithm, subscribe to the channel. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Yeah, that's it. I guess I'll, I don't know why I use my hand so much. My wife is Italian. It's like rubbing off on me. I got to use my, all right. See you in the next video.